This is my book, Dancing with Bees, A Journey Back to Nature, and it is essentially a book, of course, about bees, about wild native bees, not just honeybees. And it started life about 10 years ago as a book about bee decline, which I was and still am very concerned about. But as I wrote it, it somehow became more about the bees themselves, about different species that I fell in love with, and then about my own journey, the journey that the bees kind of took me on, back to nature, back to remembering the awe and the wonder that I felt about the natural world when I was a child and had somehow forgotten. So it starts, my opening line, I almost know off by heart actually, and it starts with something like, I was deeply shocked the day I realised I knew more about the French Revolution than I did about our native trees. And it wasn't so much that I couldn't name them, but more that I'd stopped noticing them. So that's where it starts. And 10 years on, and my journey is of course ongoing, 10 years on, that the last chapter revisits the very same spot where that realisation dawned upon me, which was on the Malvern Hills in Worcestershire, and I walk along the same path that I had walked that day without noticing anything, and it basically takes me a whole chapter to get from A to B because of everything I stop and notice and want to know more about. So yeah, it really has been a labour of love, and I'd love it to be widely read because there is an important message, and many important messages within the book about how you can make a difference, how we can all make a difference if we only know how.